Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We are the team of Section F. My name is Omar Mahmoud and I'm going to talk about Introduction to Core Database Concept. And inshallah we'll define database and discuss the functionality of relational database management system and define SQL. First, what is database? Database is an organized collection of data typically stored in electronic format. It allows you input, manage, organize, and retrieve data quickly. Traditional databases are organized by records filed, stored in tables, which are stored in database files. It's a files used to store information. Database table is collection of rows and columns that is used to organize information about single topic or object. Each row within table belongs to single record and contains several different attributes that describe the row. The database table is the most common and the simplest form of data storage in relational database. In this graph, every table is broken up into smaller entities called files. The files in the table are name, image, created at, updated at. A file is the column in table that is designed to maintain specific information about every record in the table. A record, also called a row of data, is each individual entry that exists in the table. For example, there are 2 records in the table. Columns is vertical identity in the table that contains all information associated with specific file in the table. For example, name represents the name of the user. Third, a relational database is collection of tables of data, all of which are formally described and organized according to the relational model. Each table must identify a column or group of columns called the primary key. To uniquely identify each row, identity, object composed of various pieces of data, and attributes, pieces of information, data that describes an identity.
My name is Abdurrahman and I will define another point about database management system. Is a software application used by end user to access the data stored in the database file. A database management system is also used to perform administrative tasks on the database and the object contained with the database. Database management system is a collection of applications that allow user and other programs to capture and analyze data by providing additional functions like reporting service to help you create, deploy, and manage reports for your organization. This application is responsible for handling data requests, committing change to the data, and enforcing the structure of the database, including ensuring data is stored properly, providing of level, maintaining the relationship between data entity and the residential in the database. And in this drawing, explain what I mean from the previous slide. So you will turn to the slide. Relation database management software is a software system designed to allow the definition, creation, querying, and update of data stored in the relation database. A few examples of the relation database management system include Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Access, MySQL, Oracle. An instance of an relation database management system, such as SQL Server, contain many objects like the database itself, translation log, tables, index, file groups, views, stored procedures, user rules. The main difference between database management system and the relation database management system are a database management system has to provide some uniform method independent of a specific application accessing the information that is stored in the table. Relationship database management system adds additional conditions that the system support a tabular structure for the data with enforced relationship between the tables. Database management system doesn't impose any constraints or security with regard to data multiple, while a relationship management system does utilize an internal security model. Relationship management system is the basis for structured query language (SQL).
My name is Ali, and I will discuss SQL is a structured query language used to insert, retrieve, modify, and delete data in the relational database. The language is supported by most relational databases with slight variations. Originally developed by IBM in mid-1970. Transact SQL used in Microsoft Database Management System. Now I will discuss what is the Microsoft SQL Server. Robust feature, blended relational database management system, can support the most demanding applications. Administrative tools and simple installation make it one of the easiest database server to configure and deploy. First, availability. Availability is ability of system to be constantly accessible by users. Scalability, ability to easily grow in size, support a growing user base. Now, finally, I will discuss administrative features. Important administrative tools include the SQL Server, Enterprise Management, SQL Query Analyzer, SQL Provider, import and export data, Internet-enabled features, data warehouse.
Here's Mustafa Muhammad Mustafa, and I'll discuss with you the summary. A database is an organized collection of data typically stored in electronic format. Microsoft SQL Server and MySQL are examples of relational databases. DBMS is an application used to perform administrative tasks on databases and used to interact with the stored databases. Data server hosts a DBMS system and one or more instances of SQL Server. SQL Server Management Studio is a GUI used to manage SQL Server, its databases, and the content continue within the databases. Relational databases allow data entities to be defined in tables. A set of attributes for given entities is defined as a row in a table collection column value. This is perform the following functions. Ensure data is stored properly and that rules for defining data are not violated. Providing some level of disaster recovery. Maintaining relationships between data entities residing in the database. SQL Server is capable of high availability and scalability through clustering and improved backup functionality.